only 20 years old. However, I'm not the type of female who wants to date different guys because that's just not me. However, do you see anything wrong with people who date just for fun versus dating looking for the one?
I do, Nicole. I don't agree with it, and I'll tell you why. Just based on the Bible, biblically speaking, that's not the way God ordained that union to be. It wasn't supposed to be some kind of like, what's that, love connection kind of thing where you go on different dates and try to find the man who you're compatible with for that moment. I don't believe in moment dating. I don't believe in doing something for the moment because it feels right. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just dating around. I disagree with it. And we are young. I'm 22, 21, whatever you want to call it. Nicole's 20, and people would assume that we should date around? No. I think that I'm going to wait for that one guy that I know in my heart, and God will go ahead and He would also confirm it too that, He's the one.
See, I think for me, even though it's not like that's just not me for me to do, however, I can understand why there are young people, young females and young males who date just to have fun, because in their minds they're thinking, first of all, I'm not in my career. Some of them haven't even graduated college yet, and they're probably not established to where they think they're ready to actually be married. So in that way, I can see why people are dating to have fun. Plus, nowadays, it's like you're almost kind of apprehensive about dating one person, because almost when you put all that stock into one person, then that's the one person that can break your heart too.
I'm so glad you brought that point up, because I've been told that before that, a person, they know they want to date you specifically, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't know, or they're concerned that maybe you'll hurt them. So what they'll do is they'll have these little relationships on the side where they have this girl and that girl and that girl. And these are just girls that they really don't even care about. It's just they're dating them for the heck of it. And I don't believe in options. I don't believe in leaving your options open, because what that tells me is that you don't have enough, whatever it takes, to put all of your energy into this one relationship. When you keep your options open, that makes me believe that what if down the line I just become another option instead of the one.
See, I do agree. I believe that anytime you engage on a relationship with somebody, it should be a risk that you're willing to take. Because if you're both willing to take that risk, then you both will be very cautious of the other person's feelings. However, what I've learned from the conversations I had with other male friends, and even the males that I have encountered, that men are fickle. One day they love you, next day they don't, next day they love her, next day they love her, next day they love her. So in that aspect, I understand why females are getting a kind of attitude where it's like, you know what? I'm going to be just like a man. They have several different men to pick from, and they have several options. They have a girl to talk to, they have a girl who's fun, a girl who goes to the movies. So what's wrong with me doing the same thing?
Well, just like I said, I am a long-term person. I try to be a long-term person. I try to think outside of what other people are doing or what this guy might do. I might find a guy who, he may, be the type of person where he just dates around. Well, then I have to let him know that I am not that type of person. I really think long-term, and that's just the way I am. I could never be in something knowing that it's just for the moment.
And I agree, because I am the type of female where if I'm dating you, I want to know that we're building a solid foundation. And if you have a smorgasbord of females to pick from, then it's almost like you're not just content with me. And I want to know whoever that I'm dating, they're content and they're engrossed with Nicole and Nicole alone, because I should be your friend. I should be the fun girl. I should be the girl that you feel as though you could take to, elegant places. I should be all that to you. And if I'm not, then there's no point in dating me.
Yeah, and another thing that dating around shows a guy or shows a girl, when a guy dates around, it shows that woman that he is incapable of really committing to one person. And then by the time we end up getting in a real serious relationship, that would be another insecurity you'll create, and you'll make me feel like, what if, you start dating while we're still together? Mm-hmm. That's an open door or open forum for cheating, I believe.
That
you find a guy who dates around, I believe that he's also someone who has a tendency to cheat on you.
That may be the case, but I also say for people who do decide to date different people at one time, as long as both parties are aware, they both know what they're getting into, and you're doing it with a mindset of having fun. for me personally, if I was going to do that, I'll be honest, if I was going to date somebody on Monday, have a date on Tuesday, have a date on Wednesday, then I probably only go on one date with that person. I wouldn't want to begin to court that person where we go on consecutive dates, because then that's when feelings will grow. But it's almost like, I almost like a speed dating thing.
I have a question though. When you keep saying having fun, what does fun mean though?
You know, okay, fun, some people actually get in a relationship where they are looking at the person's quality, saying this is someone I can spend the rest of my life with. And some people are dating somebody who's like, you know, right now she's cool, she's fun, but I know that I could not bring someone like her home to my mom. So when I say date and have fun, exactly, but some people feel as though they're young and they have time to wait. And then some people's mind frame is really not wasting time, it's getting to know different people. But like I say, different people like different things, and what works for one may not work for everybody else. Like that doesn't work for us because of the kind of mindset that we do have. And I think that I already know my plan in life. I know what I want out of life. So I really don't need to waste time trying to figure out with different guys, like, do I think I need this? Do I think I want this? Because I already know.
You know. And how do you know? Because you spent time by yourself.
And that's the main point. And I say anybody, before you start engaging in those kind of activities where you're going to date, make sure you are very secure with yourself. Because by the time you start dating different people, if you're not secure, your heart is going to become like a Swiss cheese heart. Everyone's going to have a piece of your heart. And then you lose focus of who you really are. And you want to make sure that you stay centered at all times. And, you know, spend time with yourself and love yourself.
Because, like, starting a relationship, the only way you build a quality relationship is when you spend time with that person, right?
True.
So how can you, without spending time with that person, you won't have a quality relationship whatsoever. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to yourself. How can you have quality, or how can you have a sense of knowing who you are if you don't spend quality time with yourself? You won't know who you are.
And how can your love
your relationship?
Exactly. That's a good point.
I'd rather be alone for 10 years than to hate myself for the rest of my life.
And you know what? I heard a good thing, because I know some people are like, we were talking about dating with the intentions to marry, and I heard like this thing, I forget who said it. I'd rather be alone than married wrong.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm not in a rush to get married, and that's what a lot of guys think about girls like us. They think of women like us. They think that because we feel this way that we want to get married in a year, we want to get married. No, I'm saying that my mindset is not I want to have fun and let's go have fun. My mindset is I am really looking for a healthy relationship, and I'm looking for someone who wants to build on a healthy relationship with me. That doesn't mean I want you to marry me, because you may not be the one.
But it almost seems like people who do date around, they're not necessarily looking for stability. And whatever relationship I do get into, that's what I'm not just talking about financial stability. I'm talking about emotional and mental. I'm talking about stability, and I'm talking about a solid foundation, because that's what I'm looking for when I have a relationship. Not just to say, because those are surface things. Dating people to have fun, that's kind of surface. But like I said, in that stage of your life, whoever does that, they're in a stage where they're not looking to settle down.
Yeah.